This is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as an assistant professor at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nasik. In previous lectures, we tried to understand the various natural resources. Particularly, we have seen the energy resources in detail. We know that an ultimate goal of environmental studies is to understand how the use of natural resources and changes in environmental conditions are related to a sustainable economic system and to the quality of human life. So, in this lecture, we will study the characteristics of non-renewable energy resources and also the broader issues related to the use of natural resources in economic system. So let's see in detail about non-renewable energy resources. We know that natural resources are principally of two kinds, that is renewable and non-renewable resources. The energy resources which are also of two types, that is non-renewable energy resource and renewable energy resource. Non-renewable energy resources, it includes the fossil fuels and the nuclear energy, whereas the renewable energy resources, that includes tidal energy, solar energy, wind energy, like that. So the resources which once used are lost forever and cannot regenerated, these are called as non-renewable energy resources, whereas the resources that have the inherent capacity to reappear or replenish themselves by quick recycling, reproduction and replacement within a reasonable time and maintain themselves, these are called as renewable resources. So the energy resources are of two kinds, that is non-renewable energy resource and renewable energy resources. So let's see in detail about non-renewable energy resources and also why do we need renewable energy resources? Why can't we just continue to use non-renewable resources? So let's see in detail. First of all, what are non-renewable energy resources? Non-renewable energy resources are things like oil, natural gas and coal. They cannot be easily replaced because they have taken millions of years to form. We are using them faster than they are being made, so that one day they will run out. Non-renewable resources are present in a finite quantity and do not regenerate after they are harvested and used. Consequently, as non-renewable energy resources are used, their remaining stocks in the environment are depleted. This means that non-renewable resources can never be used in a sustainable fashion. They can only be mined. So what are the examples of non-renewable energy resources? These are nothing but fossil fuels, soil, minerals and metals. Fossil fuels, it includes coal, oil and natural gas. Minerals and metals, it includes the copper and other metals mined. Then uranium, which is also used for nuclear power. So these are the examples of non-renewable energy resources. Fossil fuels like coal, petroleum and minerals, and soil, also the uranium, which is non-renewable energy resource. These resources can be classified in different ways depending on the needs. So these are the non-renewable energy resources, which includes natural gas, oil and also the petroleum products, nuclear power and the coal. So these are the non-renewable energy resources. Non-renewable energy resources, it includes coal, gas, oil and nuclear power. Coal, gas and oil, these are also known as fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are finite resources they will not be around forever. They are no longer being made or are being made extremely slowly, so they cannot be easily replaced. Fossil fuels are the other major category of non-renewable energy resources. They are mostly combusted to provide energy for transportation and heating, which converts their organic compounds into carbon dioxide and water, which are released into the environment. Nuclear power, it is also considered as a non-renewable energy resource. Although it is not traditionally grouped with the fossil fuels, that is considered as a non-renewable energy resource. There is only a certain amount of uranium in the earth that can be used to make nuclear power. So it is a finite resource. So we should remember that non-renewable energy resources, these are coal, gas, oil and nuclear power. Coal, gas and oil, these are sometimes called as fossil fuels. About 3/4 of the electricity generated in the UK, it comes from power stations fueled by fossil fuels. Energy from the burning fuel, it is used to boil water. Then the steam from the boiling water turns turbines and these power generators which generate electricity. So fossil fuels are useful to generate the electricity. So let's see in detail about fossil fuels. Fossil fuels and nuclear power are very efficient. This means that burning a small amount of oil, gas or coal or reacting a small amount of uranium releases a lot of energy, so that the fossil fuels and nuclear power, these are efficient because it produces the energy burning with a small amount of oil, gas or coal and also reacting a small amount of uranium releases a lot of energy. Fossil fuels are convenient because they can be used whenever, they can be transported easily. They don't rely on certain environmental conditions. These are available and this can be transported easily. It is relatively cheap to generate electricity from burning fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are well established. Humans have been using fossil fuels for the past 200 years. So, our towns and cities are built to make transporting and using fossil fuels easy. Man is only a part of the energy flow in nature. With the passage of time, human energy needs are rapidly increasing. Presently, the major energy sources are fuel wood, fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum and natural gas. In several developing countries of Asia and Africa, the energy of drought animals constitutes an important energy input. Other direct sources of energy, these are nothing but the sunlight, hydroelectric and wind power, tidal energy and also the nuclear and geothermal energy. Fossil fuels are convenient. They are also relatively cheap to generate the electricity from burning it. These are also well established because the humans have been using fossil fuels for the past 200 years. But unfortunately, the use of fossil fuels releases large amount of carbon dioxide and other gases into the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gases, meaning that it causes the atmosphere to become warmer and it is contributing the dangerous level of global warming and climate change. Fossil fuels are mostly combusted to provide energy for transportation and heating, which converts their organic compounds into carbon dioxide and water, which are released into the environment. Some of that CO2 and H2O may be absorbed by plants and other photosynthetic organisms and be converted back into organic materials, a process that might be interpreted as being a kind of recycling. So, the use of fossil fuels releases large amount of carbon dioxide and also the other gases into the atmosphere. Fossil fuels also releases the pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, which also causes acid rain. Acid rain harms the sensitive ecosystems such as lakes and also forest. The methods which are used to access the fossil fuels such as mining and drilling for oil can harm the environment. For example, oil spills which can devastate marine wildlife. So, the use of fossil fuels releases the large amount of pollutants into the atmosphere. This may be the gaseous pollutants or that may be the oil spills which can devastate the marine wildlife. Acid rain which are also harmful to the ecosystem such as for the lakes and also for forest. Then the second non-renewable energy resource, that is coal. Coal, it is also used for the various purposes, that is used to heat the water, and when it is burned to heat water there is the formation of the steam that propels the turbine and generation of electricity. So to generate the electricity, the one natural non-renewable energy resource, that is coal, it can be used. Coal, it is also cheap non-renewable energy resource and there is lots of it. When coal is burnt, it releases carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to global warming and also acid rain. So one of the natural non-renewable energy resource, that is coal, it also releases some pollutants into the atmosphere. When the burning of coal occurs, it releases carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide into the atmosphere, which contributes global warming, climate change and acid rain. To generate electricity, coal, it is useful, but also it causes atmospheric pollution. Now, how the coal formation it occurs, let's see in detail. Over millions of years and with changing environments, rock began to build up on top of the pit and it became buried. As the pit was buried, further and further heat and pressure acting upon it turned it into coal. The hotter the temperature, the deeper the coal is buried and the longer the amount of time the coal is buried, the better coal you get. For example, anthracite is the name of the most efficient coal. So this is the simple method by which the coal formation it occurs, but it requires many days, many years or millions of years, and with changing environment layers rock began to build up on top of the pit and it became buried. As the pit was buried, further and further heat and pressure acting upon it turn it into coal. The hotter will be the temperature, the deeper the coal is buried, and the longer the amount of time the coal is buried, the better coal will get. So let's see, this will be production of formation of coal. Coal is still being produced today in swampy tropical regions, but because it takes millions of years to form, it is not a renewable resource. Coal is non-renewable resource, energy resource. So this process, it can be represented in this image. So heat and pressure when acted on that the coal is formed beneath the earth. There is the formation of coal. Pit turns into the coal in the presence of heat and pressure. Also, as the plants died, their remains sank to the bottom of the swampy areas, making layers and layers of squashed plant material. This eventually turned into a brown spongy material, and that brown spongy material it is called as pit. So, when we observe that the plant material that died, their remains sank to the bottom of the swampy areas, it makes layers and layers of the squashed plant material, and that turns into spongy material that is called as a pit. So dead plant turns into pit. Most of the coal we have on the earth today was formed during a time that is called as Carboniferous period 360 to 99 million years ago, before the dinosaurs, when much of the earth including the UK was covered in tropical swamps. So that is the Carboniferous period. There is also the formation of coal. Most of the coal we have on the earth today was formed during a time that is called the Carboniferous period 360 to 99 million years ago. Then another non-renewable energy resources, that is oil and gas. Oil and gas is also burnt to heat water. Then there is also the formation of steam which propels turbine and generation of electricity. So to generate electricity, oil and gas are also useful. Crude oil is turned into jet engine oil, petrol and diesel, which are used as a fuel in planes and also for cars. When oil and gas are burned, they also releases the carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere. CO2 is a greenhouse gas and it also contributes to the global warming. So similar to fossil fuels and also the other non-renewable energy resources, oil and gas also when burned releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and we know that CO2 it is a greenhouse gas. It contributes to the global warming and also the climate change. Non-renewable energy resource, that is oil and gas formation. How it occurs? Oil and gas which are lighter, it moves upwards through tiny pores in the rock. Oil and gas gets trapped under impermeable layers of the rock, and it can be then taken out using long powerful drills. So that is the actual process which occurs for the formation of oil and gas, which is a non-renewable energy resource. Over millions of years, these sediments get buried deeper and deeper. Temperature and pressure rises and the microorganisms in the sediment are turned into gas and oil. Earth's crude oil and natural gas is formed from marine plants and animals that died millions of years ago. These are nothing but the phytoplanktons and zooplanktons which are having the organic rich sediments. The dead microscopic animals and plants sink to the bottom of the ocean and become buried with other sediments, and there is a formation of oil and gas formation. It also requires millions of years to form. Then another non-renewable energy resource, that is nuclear power. The nuclear reactions which are also useful to generate the heat, and steam propels turbine, and there is the formation of electricity. To generate electricity, one of the natural non-renewable energy resource, that is nuclear power. Uranium and plutonium, these are nuclear fuels used to generate electricity. Nuclear fuels do not produce harmful greenhouse gases, but nuclear power, it is very efficient and it produces radioactive waste which is dangerous and has to be sealed in containers and buried for thousands of years. Emission of trace amounts of radionuclides, it is hazardous. The storage of radioactive waste for hundreds and thousands of years is a stupendous problem. Nuclear power produces radioactive waste and it is dangerous. It has to be sealed in the containers and buried for thousands of years. Now let's see what are the advantages of non-renewable energy resources. We have seen in detail about the various examples of non-renewable energy resources like fossil fuels, coal, oil and gas, and also nuclear power. So what are the advantages of non-renewable energy resources? Non-renewable energy sources cannot be replenished in a short period. Non-renewable energy sources are abundant and affordable. Non-renewable energy sources is cost effective and easier to produce and use. So these are the advantages of non-renewable energy resources. But non-renewable energy resources are also having disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages of non-renewable energy resources? Once the sources of non-renewable energies are gone, they can't be replaced or revitalized. The mining of non-renewable energy and the byproducts they have behind causes damage to the environment. The burning of fossil fuels continues to rise, producing high levels of carbon dioxide, which climatologists believe is a major cause of global warming. So these are the disadvantages of non-renewable energy resources. Non-renewable energy sources have been very valuable in the past, but now we realize that they are environmentally dangerous. As the world's population grows, so do our power requirements also increases. We need to increase the capacity and decrease greenhouse gases, particulates and the other harmful emissions produced by non-renewables. We are at a critical stage in society's development. If we cling to non-renewables and ignore the clean alternatives, we risk everything we have built. We need to make courageous decisions and change to renewable energy sources before it is too late. For sustainable economic development, we have to use the renewable sources of energy such as electricity generated using hydro, solar, wind or biomass technologies. Also, we have to improve the social equity ultimately to such a degree that all citizens have access to the necessities and amenities of life. So, we have to discuss in detail about the alternatives of the energy resources and also conservation and management of the energy resources, that is also important. So in next lecture we will discuss about renewable energy resources which are alternatives for non-renewable energy resources. So let's see what are renewable energy resources in next lecture.